Stop lying to yourself. Success isn't waiting for you, and the truth is harsh. You're the main reason you're failing. Every excuse, every distraction, every moment you choose comfort over growth is pushing your dreams further away. If you're ready to face the brutal truth and finally break free, pay close attention, because what you're about to hear could change everything. Today, we will talk about why you are still not successful. Let's dive into it. You want comfort more than success. One of the biggest reasons you are not successful is that you consistently choose comfort over growth. You say you want a better life, more money, more freedom, and more respect. But your daily habits show something completely different. You avoid difficult tasks, delay important work, and move toward things that feel easy and familiar. You choose short-term pleasure over long-term results. The truth is that success is uncomfortable by nature. It requires effort when you are tired, discipline when you feel lazy, and commitment when things stop being exciting. The more you run toward comfort, the further you move away from growth. Every time you choose ease over effort, you reinforce a cycle that keeps you stuck. The shift begins when you start choosing what is hard now instead of what feels easy in the moment. You are addicted to distractions. You are living in a world designed to steal your attention. Every notification, every scroll, and every piece of content is competing for your focus. You may feel busy throughout the day, but being busy does not mean being productive. Hours pass while you consume information, yet very little time is spent creating or improving yourself. This constant distraction weakens your ability to focus deeply on anything meaningful. It trains your brain to seek quick dopamine instead of long-term progress. Over time, your attention span shrinks, and even simple tasks start to feel difficult. Success requires long periods of uninterrupted focus, and that is something most people never develop. You keep waiting for the right time. You keep telling yourself that you will start when the time is right, when you feel ready, or when your situation improves. But the truth is that there is no perfect time. There will always be uncertainty, fear, and reasons to delay action. Waiting becomes a habit, and that habit slowly turns into months, or even years of inaction. You convince yourself that you are preparing, but in reality, you are postponing. Meanwhile, others who started with less knowledge and fewer resources move ahead simply because they took action. Progress does not require perfect timing, it requires movement. Even small steps create momentum. The moment you stop waiting and start acting, even imperfectly, you break the cycle that has been holding you back for so long. You are afraid of failure. Fear of failure keeps you trapped in the same position for years. You overthink every decision, hesitate to take risks, and avoid situations where you might make mistakes. Deep down, you are not just afraid of failing, you are afraid of being judged for it. This fear creates a mental barrier that stops you from even trying. You choose safety over opportunity, and in doing so, you limit your own potential. But failure is not something to avoid, it is something to learn from. Every mistake gives you feedback, experience, and growth. The people who succeed are not fearless, they simply act despite fear. They understand that failure is temporary, but regret lasts much longer. When you accept that failure is part of the process, you remove one of the biggest obstacles in your path. You do not stay consistent. Consistency is where most people fall apart, not because they lack ability, but because they lack discipline. You may start something with excitement and energy, but that energy fades quickly. After a few days or weeks, you lose focus and stop putting in effort. This cycle repeats again and again, leaving you stuck at the same level without real progress. You rely on motivation, but motivation is unreliable and short-lived. Real progress comes from showing up daily, even when you do not feel motivated. It is the small actions repeated over time that create big results. you blame everything except yourself. Blaming your situation, your past, or other people might feel justified, but it keeps you stuck in the same place. It gives you a reason to stay where you are without taking responsibility. The more you blame external factors, the less control you feel over your own life. You start believing that your success depends on things outside your control. Taking responsibility is uncomfortable because it forces you to face reality, but it is also empowering. When you accept that your results come from your actions, you gain the ability to change them. Responsibility is not about blaming yourself, it is about taking control of your direction. The moment you take ownership, you shift from being passive to becoming active in shaping your future. You do not want it badly enough. You may say that you want success, but your level of effort reveals the truth. Wanting something casually is not enough to achieve it. Real success requires a strong desire and a willingness to sacrifice comfort, time, and energy. It requires you to keep going when things get difficult and to stay focused when distractions are everywhere. If your desire is weak, your discipline will also be weak. You will give up the moment things become uncomfortable. But when your goal becomes important enough, your actions start to align with it naturally. You stop making excuses and start finding ways to move forward. You lack clear goals. If you do not know exactly what you are working toward, your efforts become scattered and ineffective. Saying you want to be successful is too vague and unclear. Success means different things to different people, and without defining it for yourself, you will keep moving without direction. You may work hard, but without a clear target, your hard work does not lead anywhere meaningful. Clear goals act as a roadmap. They help you focus your time and energy on what truly matters. They also allow you to measure progress and adjust your approach when needed. You surround yourself with the wrong people. Your environment has a powerful influence on your mindset and behavior. If you are constantly around people who complain, make excuses, or avoid growth, it becomes normal for you to do the same. You start lowering your standards without even realizing it. Negative environments drain your energy and limit your vision. On the other hand, being around people who are focused, disciplined, and driven pushes you to improve. You begin to adopt their habits, their thinking, and their standards. Growth is easier when you are surrounded by the right people. You quit too early. One of the most common reasons people fail is that they stop too soon. They put in effort, expect quick results, and lose motivation when they do not see immediate progress. What they do not realize is that success often comes after a long period of invisible growth. In the early stages, results are slow, and sometimes they are not visible at all. This makes it easy to think that nothing is working. Most people give up during this phase just before things start to change. Those who succeed are the ones who keep going despite not seeing immediate rewards. They understand that persistence and patience are essential. Now you know the harsh truths that are holding you back. The choice is yours: stay stuck in the same patterns, or take control and push forward no matter how uncomfortable it gets. Growth doesn't wait, and neither should you. If this video gave you clarity, smash that like button, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss content that helps you level up your life. Remember, action beats excuses every single time, so start today.